Hello, my name is Carley Schroeder. Today I'm going to be running you through a yoga practice. Go ahead and roll out your mat. If you have blocks, grab them as well. This yoga is fit for anybody who is new to yoga practice, or even if you're doing it as a prenatal or postnatal way to move and just get yourself energized and wake up the body. It's going to be perfect for you. So hop into something comfortable and let's get started. All right, so we're going to start in our thunderbolt position. So you're going to tuck your toes and then have a seat. So sit your weight back. And this is really going to stretch us from our feet and even into the front of the legs if you're extremely tight there. And we're just going to start by bringing our attention to our breath and really working on flexing and extending the spine. So start by just taking your nose and your chin and tucking it down towards your chest. And as you do this, I want you to continue to roll your upper body forward so you're completely rounding here. Now you're going to feel a really intense stretch through the back of your neck and maybe even down into your shoulder blades. And I want you to continue to roll as far as you possibly can. And then as you inhale, we're going to reverse that movement. So go ahead and take your toes flat this time. And I welcome you to extend the spine this time. And you're going to reach your chin back. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And if you want to engage through the lower body and get a full extension, engage through your hips, press your hip points forward, and then we're going to continue through that move. So you're getting a full flexion and full extension. So once again, I'm tucking the toes to start. Relax your upper body. And I like to actually use my hands to assist myself because I tend to want to resist tucking my chin. So this helps. And slowly curl yourself forward, keeping your chin tucked. And then reverse the movement. Now if you have blocks and you want to use them to assist you into a full extension here, you're welcome to use them. Excellent job. Last time just like that. You can choose to tuck the toes or untuck the toes if it's getting uncomfortable. If your feet are tight, you're probably ready to come up off of them. Remember to breathe, and as you press up into these shapes and positions, engage the glutes, feel the muscles working, feel the extension through your whole front side body. And if you are in your first, second, or third trimester and you're feeling too much stretch in your upper body when you do those, then just back off the stretch. As you come forward, we're going to surrender into our extended child's pose. Make space for the baby if you have one. Take your knees nice and wide. If not, just go ahead and rest into extended child's pose. Now your choice, if you do have blocks, you can get an extra stretch here in the lats and shoulders by bringing your hands up onto the block or onto anything that's elevated. And as you exhale, think about sinking deeper into the stretch. Relaxing in the hips, relaxing in the head and neck, relaxing through the shoulders, the upper body. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up into tabletop position. And we're going to shift our weight up and back as we find downward facing dog. So this is the first downward facing dog for today. Bend those knees. Take the hip points up towards the sky and work on keeping your hip points facing the sky, and then
Bring your attention to your heels. Allow your heels to drop towards the floor. So you're going to feel a stretch through the back of the legs and through the back of the calves. Take one more breath here. Your choice to either step or hop up to the front of your mat. We're going to meet in a wide-legged stance, forward fold. Slight bend in the legs here. Allow your head and neck to relax. Bob your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Release yourself that's holding in the upper body, so you're just limp. And now I really want you to engage, so plug in. Squeeze through your glutes to make a nice long straight line as you extend halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the hips, lift the chest. Here you are coming into chair pose. Engage through the glutes, press down through the heels, stand up, take your hands to prayer. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take your arms back behind you, and we're going to shift our weight to the left foot, keeping our arms plugged back behind us, squeezing our shoulder blades, and you're going to take your focus to one single point on the ground. The trick here is to keep your hips square, and so you're squeezing through your back, working the upper body, engaging through the core, lifting that hind leg, working the glutes. We're going to step back into warrior two. So our back foot is parallel with the edge of our mat. The front knee is going to continue to trace out. Try not to let it pull in. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, sink into warrior two. Fight the urge, especially if you're tight in the inner thighs, you're going to feel that knee pulling in. I want you to focus on pushing it outwards. Welcome that heat. On your next exhale, you're going to straighten your front leg, take your arm to the back of the leg, and reach back behind you for extended warrior. On your next breath, bend your front knee once again. This time, extended side angle. Here we are. Place your left hand on your left leg, and then reach your right arm up over your head. Now, my lower body is working here. I'm engaged through this back leg. I'm squeezing, keeping my hip engaged, keeping my glutes engaged. And then you can reach overhead for that full body stretch. Exhale, let's round it out. Here we are in runner's lunge, taking my hands to the inside and the foot is on the outside. And I'm going to step to my left leg back to meet the right. Now your choice, you can chaturanga, or you can just meet in downward facing dog. Lift those hip points up towards the ceiling. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Nice big wide-legged forward fold. Release the head and neck. Release the upper body. Let's get nice and long, create energy, squeeze through the glutes, lift yourself halfway up, drop the shoulder blades down the back, tuck the chin. Excellent job. Here we go. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Here we are back into our chair pose. Drive your weight down through your heels, squeeze your glutes together as you reach and lift back up to mountain pose. Hands are at your heart. We're going to sweep those arms back behind us once again, this time shifting our weight to the right side. Finding our balance first before we kick our back heel up. In warrior three, engaging through the back heel, so you're lifting that leg up, feeling the glutes working. Core is engaged to maintain balance. Upper body is engaged, squeezing the shoulder blades away from your ears. And then you're going to step back once again into Warrior two, opposite side. Back edge of the foot is parallel with the edge of the mat. Front knee is bent and we're focused on driving that knee outwards. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink into warrior two. Take a couple of breaths here. Invite the heat. Find the calm through your breath. On your next exhale, straighten your front leg as you reach back for reverse warrior. And then bend the front leg. Once again, place the right elbow on the right knee. And you're gonna reach your arm up over your head. Your back leg is engaged, staying active. You can lower right down to the ground for an additional stretch. And let's round it out. So take your right leg to the outside of the mat, feeling a good stretch here. And runner's lunge once again. Step back. So you're here in plank. Your choice to do your chaturanga. And this time meeting in child's pose once again to allow our heart rate to settle. And slowly walk your hands back to your knees and swing your legs forward. We're going to finish with a nice front forward fold just to feel a good stretch through the back of the legs. So you can take your legs into a V. Sit yourself up nice and tall. And then we're just gonna hinge from the hips and bring our upper body forward. Now this is any amount that's comfortable for you. You don't have to push yourself or force yourself into any sort of shape. I like to use blocks, especially if it's my first time doing yoga or doing any type of movement for the day. But if you've been up and moving around, you're probably a lot looser, and so you may not even need the blocks at all. As you shift your weight forward, you're feeling that stretch all the way through the backside body. You're keeping a nice long spine here. You're feeling that actual tilt of the pelvis. Let's just take 3 cleansing breaths here. So breathe in through the nose, expand the belly, out through the mouth. You can be vocal. 2 more like that. In through the nose, expanding the belly. Out through the mouth. As you exhale, you're able to tilt a little bit further. One more time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. At this point, you have been able to get your heart rate up and also kind of wind down, so you should be feeling that sense of relaxation. I highly encourage you to use this time now while you're in this space of peace to practice a little meditation. You can do so just by closing your eyes or even just keeping your eyes fixed on a spot anywhere and just listen, just be present. Allow the to-do list to fall away from your mind and allow the space, the freedom just to be without anything to do, just to be a human being. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga practice today. If you enjoyed it, I really appreciate your support. Click the thumbs up button or leave a comment below. If you are in your pregnancy, please share with me your baby bump, your photos, or your fitness routine. I'd love to connect with you. Have a great day. Namaste.